Hello from self-quarantine. So Camp Nanowrimo is just around the corner, which is something that I'm very excited about because Camp Nanowrimo holds a special place in my heart. I started my channel during Camp Nanowrimo of, was that 2018? Yeah, I believe it was the July Camp Nanowrimo of 2018. And so every time Camp Nanowrimo comes around, I just feel that same excitement and that same enthusiasm that I felt during that Camp Nanowrimo of 2018. I feel like camp is going to be really unique this year in that we all have a lot more time for writing than we usually do. Due to COVID-19 and everything that's happening all over the world, we're either in official quarantine or we are self-quarantining, either to protect ourselves or to protect others who are more susceptible to being infected. As scary as this time is, I feel like I'm also finding some beauty in it. I feel like it is kind of beautiful the way the whole world just feels so connected right now. No matter where you are in the world right now, we are all going through this together. We're all experiencing this kind of as one, which feels incredibly unique and kind of special, even if it is scary. There's that video that's been going around of all of those people in Italy singing from their balconies and as a way to connect with each other. I live in the state of Oregon in the United States, and right now, for me, I'm down to working 1 day a week. Normally I work 40 hours a week, and my office has, for the most part, shut down. I do work kind of in a branch of the medical field, and so my office is not going to close down completely because we do have to be open for emergency patients. And what constitutes an emergency has changed a lot in just the past week, and I feel like I'm getting updates from work daily where they're saying, okay, this is no longer considered emergency. It's only an emergency if the patient is gushing blood or whatever. So they're being very, very specific about what constitutes an emergency, and then I only work 1 day a week because we're down to a skeleton crew. At first they were saying this was only going to be until April 1st, and then we were going to go back to our full crew and full-time work. But then today I just got the notification that it's actually not going to be until after June 15th. So while this is going to hurt and there's a lot of uncertainty and scary things to think about in the air, I am just going to trust that somehow things are going to be okay. My husband and I have been saving up money, and I live with my family, and so we've all been trying to, make it so that we can survive here. I'm part of a religion that does focus a lot on food storage and emergency preparedness, and so ever since I was little, I have learned how to store food and things that we would need for an emergency situation, and I feel like that's really been a blessing this time because I am not afraid of having to live at home and not go out for several weeks. I know that we will be okay. It will be a hardship, but we'll be okay. My heart goes out to others who are not as well prepared, and I'm hopeful that we can all help each other in some way. I know it's difficult. That's not what this video is really about. What this video is about is Camp Nanowrimo and how I'm still excited about it. Scary stuff aside, I'm actually really looking forward to having the time to really focus on my writing while I can. I know that things will go back to normal eventually with life, and I want to, find some enjoyment during this time. Just like those Italians all singing out on their balconies, I want to make this like a from my balcony to yours. Let's really find something to celebrate and embrace and be excited about. And for us in this writing community, I feel like that is writing, and Camp Nanowrimo is our way of going out onto our balconies and just singing together. I feel like we're going to see a lot more videos popping up on YouTube as people do their own version of stepping out onto their balconies and singing and coming together as a community in that way, even though we can't be together physically. So I feel like this is kind of beautiful in a way. I hope we can all just come together on this. So sadly, I know that they have changed things a little bit on the Camp Nanowrimo website, and we can't do cabins anymore like we used to. Now I guess they have writing groups, and to be honest, I haven't looked into it that much. I mostly just heard about this from other people. So that makes me sad because I was really looking forward to being in a cabin again with some friends, but I guess we'll find a new way to do this, and hopefully we can still embrace that community aspect of Camp Nanowrimo and write together. So from my balcony to yours, let's write and let's have fun this Camp NaNoWriMo. Let's use writing as an escape from all the scary things that are going on. And you know what, maybe even write about the scary things that are going on. We're making history right now. We are living through history and we should record it. We're writers, especially us. We should be recording this and what we're experiencing. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking lately. So what am I going to be doing for Camp NaNoWriMo? I've actually decided bowing out of Camp NaNoWriMo is just not an option for me, because maybe I can do that for NaNoWriMo, but Camp NaNoWriMo is special. There's a special connection for me and Camp NaNoWriMo because I started my channel during Camp NaNoWriMo of July 2018. And so every time camp comes around, I'm like, yes, I am doing this. And normally in the past, Camp NaNoWriMo has been a lot more flexible than the regular November NaNoWriMo, because you can track not only word count, but you could also track in time goals, chapter goals, things like that. So I was looking forward to being able to do that this Camp NaNoWriMo, but it looks like that has also changed and now you can only track word count. But I'm not going to be discouraged by that, because I think that just kind of helped me make up my mind of what I'm actually going to be doing during Camp NaNoWriMo. At the end of March, like March 30th, I believe, is my first day of class. So I'm going to be starting school online. It looks like I will not be working until June, which is scary, but also kind of exciting, because that means I can really get a head start on school and I can do Camp NaNoWriMo without sacrificing my school time. So I'm just going to take advantage of this while I can. And I decided that instead of working on Untamable, which is the book that I've been working on since Camp NaNoWriMo of 2018, I'm actually going to be working on a new project. I have attempted that in the past, but lately I've been listening to a lot of writing podcasts, especially the podcast Writing Excuses, and they were talking on there about the importance of not just writing one book for years. How important it is to not put all your eggs in one basket and to write lots of different books. You've got to write lots of different books and you've got to exercise your writing abilities and your creativity. Otherwise, you are not going to have a writing career. I've heard that same advice so many times, but I feel like writing advice, like marketing, you kind of have to hear it 7 times before you really listen, or at least with me, I need to hear it several times before I'm like, okay, that actually applies to me. Yes, I have been working on the same book for years now, and I haven't really worked on anything else. I've dipped my toe into different writing ideas and written a few like scenes here and there of other books, but I haven't actually sat down, outlined, and written a first draft of a different book for years, and I feel like I need to do that. So my goal is to, before camp starts, finish all the beta reader feedback that I have been drowning in for the past several months. Just get that all out of the way, get my book to a place where I can actually set it aside, which again, I have been saying, I know I sound like a broken record because I say that's my goal in every video, and I've been saying that in every video since the fall, but I think right now, just given that I'm not working and I have so much time at home, I'm not going anywhere, I can really get that done before April starts. And so that's my goal, get all that done before April starts. So on April 1st for Camp NaNoWriMo, I can actually outline and begin work on a new book. So that's my plan for Camp NaNoWriMo. We'll see how it goes. It all depends, of course, on if I can actually finish organizing all of my beta feedback and have my book Untamable ready to just set aside, because I don't want to set it aside the way it is now. I need to finish what I've started so that I can set that aside and then dive into something else. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Let me know down below if you are planning on participating in Camp NaNoWriMo, and please sing from your balcony loud and clear so I can hear you. Down in the comments below, let me know how it's going, how you're doing. Are you under self-quarantine? Are you under a mandatory quarantine? Are you staying at home? Are you going out? Where are you in the world? How are things going? Are you scared? Are you okay? Are you taking time to really write right now? Yeah, talk to me. I want to hear from you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.
Would you come and take a walk with me? We'll cross over the mountains and we'll reach the pale blue sea. I love so glad